Hi, everyone. Just want to share that the journey to this particular training was quite interesting. Together with the students, we realized that things can be done, and through some industrial experience, we try to gather this together. So one of the things that I have learned in the particular education industry, there's very lack of industrial experience from the educational point of view. So in the beginning, I tried to bring in some of what the industry is doing, plus something that could probably be happening in about 3 to 5 years time. So something we realized would be the BMS open protocol kind of system. So together with Niagara, we actually implemented this and then kind of put the projects through the practicability of it and then implement as a teaching material. So from this particular aspect, especially in the area of chillers and BMS building, a lot of time it's very difficult to find in textbook because there's very limited resources. So what is actually done is through project learning approach, project experience approach, where you bring the students to the field and then that experience. At the same time, you actually bringing the technology that you have actually gained in the field to the classroom itself. So combining these two actually makes the learning more interesting, and it actually helps the students to understand, oh, by just working on certain things without understanding the knowledge is not very is not very good. By learning the theory but not understanding the practical, you can't go very far. So combining these tools seems to be a good ways and balance to actually bring the students to the next level and enable them to actually work in an environment that they are able to quickly understand what will be good for them to quickly pick up. So with that, introducing the apparatus and equipment that combine the real world with what is behind, like the experiment type, and gather theories together with practical becomes an important part of the integration. So through this, we actually learn and teach the students to combine both, and then from their practical experience to the industrial experience, and also something that's new and combine it so that it can be much easier for the students to understand. So that's something, one of the approach that we actually do. If you ask me if there's any problems, certainly there's problem. Only problems will be in the beginning. I myself is also trying to figure out what is the best combination. But through after a few weeks of understanding what the students needs and knowing what the industrials is applying, combining these two, which actually makes the learning even more effective together with this type of combination, the hybrid approach, the learning becomes so much interesting to kind of bring it to the next level. BMS and with the hardware just now I showed, students is able to link hardware together with software plus what they know in terms of the system's perspective, then learning becomes a little bit more easy and interesting. So the next step for us as a teaching educator is to encourage the student, allow them to have a little bit more vision, more hands-on, so that learning can be actually a little bit more interesting. And then this is how we can actually elevate the learning in terms of a more practical sense. So with that, I want to say thanks again, and it was a nice thing for us to kind of share. All right, have a good day.